So when I was in high school, I remember I had to give my first public speech for my public speaking class, and I'd never given a public speech before. And so the subject was random. It was kind of like an introductory type of speech just to get us going. And so I remember, for me, my subject, I can't remember why, but I gave my speech on techno, the music techno, something a music that I enjoyed, and for some reason I gave a random speech on the subject of techno. And I remember after I gave the speech that when I sat down, there was older kids in this class as well who were, a grade or two above me, and I remember hearing them snicker, and I remember hearing one of them say, like, "Oh my gosh, is this kid like retarded or something?" Like, that was like the stupidest speech I've ever heard. And I don't think that they realized that I heard it, or maybe they did, I don't know, but it just really crushed me, and to the point where I just couldn't. I developed this almost like disease, like ability to not be able to do public speaking, and it haunted me throughout the rest of my high school and college career. And I remember even into college, one time I had to give a group presentation with 4 other people. Well, it was 4 including me, and I only had one segment to speak about. We were doing this presentation to the class, and so I was speaking for a little bit, and everybody in our group was speaking. We were all standing up there together, and for my portion of the speech, I had like a paragraph to say, and I had it literally on a note card. I had it all written out completely, and I remember I was so nervous when it got my turn that I couldn't even read the words on the note card. I mean, I had everything written out, and it was like I couldn't breathe. It was all of a sudden like I was having like an asthma attack or something, and it was due to that fear that had paralyzed me. And I think just how damaging that effect can be when you label someone else, when you see somebody for what they are rather than what they could be. And on the contrary, how powerful it is for when you really do see the best in somebody. When you really see the potential of someone what could be. It takes a rare character to do that. It's so easy to look at the faults and to point your finger at somebody else and to realize how screwed up they are. But it takes a gift and a talent to be able to see the best in other people. I was watching the Lego movie this morning with my daughter, and I thought it was really cool because an analogy in the movie, everybody just saw this guy as a nobody, and just a less than a normal person. I mean, he was so average that he just like disappeared. His own friends didn't even know who he was, and because of that, he couldn't see himself being anybody special until finally the one guy in the movie, Morgan Freeman, who played him, saw him for what he could be, and so all of a sudden, he kind of told him, that the, prophecy and stuff like this, that he was supposed to, be this like the special person that was supposed to save the world and all these things like that, and he believed it. And then all of a sudden, the character that played Morgan Freeman or whatever died, and then at a part of that Lego guy, his spirit, died because it was like his belief in himself went away, and finally the ghost of Morgan Freeman came back and said, look, everything that I told you was really BS, about the prophecy and all that stuff like that. All I really did was get you to believe in yourself. And that was really just the magic power that this character that Morgan Freeman played had. Just the ability to be able to get someone else to believe in themselves. So, just this week as you go out, and you're dealing with, waiters or waitresses or the cashiers, try to look at them for a minute longer. Be that one person that sees everybody as a somebody.